76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 64% of Americans that have businesses break even or lose money. Most people don't have any money and have accepted the fact that they don't have any money. They don't have any leftover money. They're fearful of money constantly. They overspend. They don't know how to produce money. They definitely don't know how to multiply it. The land of the brave and the home of the free, it's not even close to the truth.
It's just important for people to understand that complaining has no value. And if you complain about not having enough money, work more. If you complain about not having work-life balance, spend more time on vacationing in your family. It's super simple. Let your actions dictate instead of sitting there and feeling like you're not in control.
Poor people say, I can't afford it, I can't do that, I don't have time. It's an escape, you know what I mean? It's easy to say I can't afford it. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, I can't go to the gym. You know, when you could go to the gym, but no, I can't. Truth is, I'm just too lazy to go to the gym.
Money doesn't have value, right? And this is an important thing that most people don't immediately understand, is that money itself doesn't have value. Money is a vector for transmitting value. It's how you express value. But the value isn't in the money. It's in the product or service you bought with it. And it's in the labor you gave in order to acquire it in the first place. That's where the value comes from. There's nothing intrinsically valuable in the money.
You shouldn't put money in a house. You should put money in your brand. You should put money in the marketing. You should promote yourself, not put money in where you and the kids live.
Right. Why is that a mistake?
Because it's dead money. I mean, a house can't make you money. A house does not make you money. The only reason people think a house makes them money is they're comparing it to, if I rent, that costs me money. But, you know, if you need to go to a hospital, you don't buy the hospital. You rent a bed to get out of there as fast as you can. If you go on a trip, you go to America and you want to go to Disneyland, you don't buy the hotel, you rent a room. And nobody thinks poorly of that. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go there, use the place and get out. That's what you should be doing with your living. Find a place where you can rent. Pay rent monthly. Don't own the house. And take all the money that you would have put in that house purchase, down payment, extra money, fixing it up. Use all that money to improve your business and yourself so that you can get more money. Right? So I see so many people here like, I'm going to invest 300,000 pounds in a house to hopefully make $30,000, 30,000 pounds. Right. I'm going to buy it for 300.
So I know you've seen the definition for success in the initial stage of this video. But what is success to you? Is success for you owning your own business, buying a new car, owning your own home, being at the top of your game as it relates to your career, to travel the world, or just to have enough money to take care of your family? All of this sounds good, doesn't it? So why aren't you successful? What's holding you back? What's the main reason why you don't have these things? Why you are not satisfied in life? You're living a miserable life. Why don't you have enough money to take care of the things that you would like, to go to places you'd want to go? Why are you constantly behind payments? You're a slave by your job. You're living paycheck to paycheck. The reason for this is you. You are the sole reason why you are unsuccessful. You are the sole reason why you can't do the things that you want to in life. You are the sole reason why the bills are piling, why you can't travel the world, why you can't own your own home, why you can't own your own car. Everything falls back on you. The answer for this question might sound ridiculous, but it's true. Your success solely relies on you. There are so many self-made billionaires and millionaires in society. You might not know them, and some you might know. Take for instance, Jack Ma. He is a Chinese ambassador as it relates to business. His current net worth is an estimated $61.4 billion. But before he was this successful, who was he? What was his life like before being this rich? Jack Ma was born in China on the 10th of September 1964. In his early life, he tried to study English at various places where he worked, for instance, and at tourist hotspots in China. He did this because he found it hard to pronounce his name in Chinese. For 9 years, he rode back and forth to work on tourist hotspots just to study English and practice it to perfection. So what's really the difference between you and Jack Ma, the co-founder of Alibaba, one of the biggest business platforms in the world? For you to be successful in life, there are key points that you must take into consideration. These points will be a step-by-step process in which you will have to follow just to be where you want to be in life. The first step would be acceptance. Accepting your reality so they can be where they want to be in life. They would rather blame everyone in their life for them being unsuccessful. Your mother didn't have money to send you to school. Accept it. Your father wasn't around to help you be a man. Accept it. You were born poor. Accept it. You are broke. Accept it. You are unsuccessful. Accept it. And you have no idea how to break out from all of this. Accept it. Accepting that you're a failure should be the first step in your plans of being successful. How will you know that you want to be successful if you don't admit to yourself that you failed in your plans on this road? How will you further your skill set if you don't admit to yourself that it's unsatisfactory and mediocre? How will you live your best life if you don't accept that this life, this current stage that you are at, is mediocre? Now that you've accepted your current reality, it's time for you to dissect what is really happening in your life. What are the causes for you to be where you are at currently? This is not intended to point fingers to one person or another and say that this or you are the cause for where I am. You've accepted that your parents did not set a way for you. Now it's time for you to change that. But before you change it, you must understand exactly what did they do wrong. You've accepted that you are unsuccessful. But now it's time for you to reevaluate what you have done. See where you went wrong. See what you could have done differently. See in what departments you are lacking. But before we do this, there's yet another stage for you to go, and that's understanding yourself. Understanding oneself is a major step on your road to success. This will give you insight on your strengths, your weakness, your capabilities, and how long it will take for you to accomplish these goals. You will also have to understand that the road to success is not easy. Not many persons will actually believe in your goals. Not many persons will help you to accomplish these tasks. In most cases, the workload will be overbearing because of the skill sets that this person owns and the destination they've chosen for their life to be at. Being dedicated is like pouring fuel on a fire. Each time it weakens, as the fire would be your drive and the fuel represents your motivation. Being dedicated is to start again after failing countless of times, seeing no positive results over and over and over, not giving up after everything that you've worked for failed and is going wrong. To be dedicated, you must first eliminate distractions. Distractions come in many different forms. It could be your house, your lifestyle, your space, your mindset, or even yourself. After eliminating distractions, you must create a routine. Most persons in life who are successful has a routine. The most successful basketballers would practice to do free throws. Most successful boxers will practice their right hooks over and over and over until they feel that they are completely satisfied. So set a routine and stick by it and repeat this every day until you've become truly successful. Always be the first person to jump to opportunities whenever they arise. And if you don't see any opportunities, make them for yourself. The final stage, which would lead you to success, is execution. The way you execute anything in life would determine if you made the cut or not. But to do this execution properly, you will first have to understand all of the knowledge you've accumulated along the way, and then interpret that and make a plan, make a solid plan of success. One of the best ways to be successful is to find a mentor. Make use of people who have already made this journey. There's a lot of persons in life who've made this journey and want to share their experiences that they encountered along the way. Be mindful that these persons have created value along the way in the market, and that they've probably failed 1,000 times before you, so they can give you guidelines to follow in which you can execute your plan properly. These persons would more than likely know the ins and outs in their respective fields. But also, when executing your plans, give yourself time to grow, time to understand what is actually happening around you. If you spend a great amount of time trying to perfect something, chances are that it will be a complete perfection. And lastly, don't be driven by motivation. Motivation works in such a way that if you don't have it, you will feel like to give up. Stay as far away from being motivated to accomplish your goal as possible. It's better to be driven by the hunger of wanting to be successful than to be motivated each day by speech and quotes from the internet. So, now you're successful. Now I ask you this: was it all worth it? Was putting in so much time and effort, so much sacrifices, really worth what you've gotten in the end? If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me about the things that you've liked about it.